I started my journey here in Dubai back in 2008. We are just starting a family that time and my daughter's ages are 3 and 4. When I left Philippines to give our daughters a better life. It is actually my husband who is applying for Qatar, but God has a different plan. It is a heartbreaking farewell, and every day, my only prayer to God is to be with my children and husband here in Dubai, the only desire I have in my heart. I became a faithful child of God. I anchored my life to Him as if He is with me every day. Cried to Him all my heart's prayer. Honor Him even in the simplest things. Trusting Him that one day all my prayers will be granted. True enough that in year 2010, God answered my prayer, and I honor Him even more. We serve in the church as a family with humility and in full submission to Him. We live in simplicity and contentment. We live day by day in God's grace and we lack nothing. Moving forward to year 2014, we were given a responsibility to minister 5 couples. I am hesitant because I feel I am not worthy and not ready for such an obligation. But we accepted it and served God through this ministry. Even during that time, we are in the midst of problem dahil iniwan kami ng may-ari ng villa at wala kaming maayos na bahay. Walang dewa, makalat at maduming bahay, in total chaos. But still, we responded on the call. We joyfully served kahit wala kaming maayos na tulog. God is faithful that when we work in His vineyard, He will take care of us. We don't know how it happened, pero nakuha namin ang buong villa, and in one day, napuno at naipanan namin ang buong bahay. God expands our horizon to extend love and joy with these couples. They became a family to us. We exchange love as brothers and sisters, nourishes each other with so much fellowship and sharing little of God's Word, strengthening our relationship with each other by experiences only. No Bible studies, no solid foundation of God's words. Along with this responsibility, God poured onto me abundancy in life. God blessed me with a lot of opportunities, work, finances, luxury in life. I started saving for our future, acquiring properties in the Philippines, buying jewelries, traveling to other countries. We subleased from 1 villa to 5 more villas. I spent money as if there will be no more tomorrow. I wasted God's gift carelessly. The world swallowed me and I forgot the giver. I only focused on the gift. I became prideful and arrogant, thinking that I am gaining these things because I am masipag at madiskarte. I became even more greedy, wanting for more. I made decisions without consulting God first, because I know I can do all these things with my money. But I remain generous to everyone, and I take pride for helping them. I forgot who I was. It was March 2019 when God started waking me up to my deep slumber of sinfulness. We were on our grand vacation in the Philippines when we had a head-on collision car accident with a 12-wheeler truck. The truck driver says he stops because he saw us going on his way. The impact of the accident was lessened because the driver's initiative to stop, or we could have been underneath the truck or were dragged and fall into a cliff. Sabi ng tao sa paligid namin, buhay pa ba sila? Nakita ko po ang lahat bago kami sumalpok sa malaking truck. Suddenly, I remember Him. I remembered my God. Sabi ko, Lord, Ikaw na po ang bahala. Please take charge. At isang malakas na ingay. Nung buksan ko ang mata ko, akala ko nasa langit na ako. Yun pala, naka-high beam light ng ang truck na nasa harapan namin. As a mother, I stayed calm. I gave instructions sa mga tao na ingatan at ibaba ang mga bata. I even remembered, ilapot ko pa ang chipping battle ni Jeff, then, who is only 2 years old that time. Sabi ko kay Richard, bumaba na kami at baka sumabog ang sasakyan as I saw smoke coming from the front car. Pagbaba ni Richard sa sasakyan, bigla siyang bumagsak. And again, I prayed. Sabi ko, Lord, please rescue us. In calmness, tumawag ako sa father ko to ask for a rescue because we are only 1 hour away sa lugar nila. When it's time to go down from the car, doon ko na-realize na bali pala ang paa ko. Both tibia and fibula of my left leg were shattered and broken. But still, God is merciful. Nakabalik si Richard sa Dubai. From that day on, hindi na ako nakalakad. Sa bed ako kumakain, sa bed nagtutoothbrush, ligo, wiwi at pupo. I feel unworthy at pabigat sa mga anak ko na nag-aalaga pa sa akin from school nila. Na dapat ako ang nag-aalaga what I used to do. From school, aasikasuhin ako ni Mariel para maligo. Lilinisin at huhugasan niya ang bedpan ko. Si Mariel ang naging caregiver ko. At a very young age, natuto na sila magluto para sa amin. Si Julia naman ang naging nanay sa 2 years old namin si Jed. I am so helpless and hopeless. During the lowest and darkest point of my life, nahihirapan akong lumapit kay Lord. Kinalimutan kong maging mapagmahal. Sabi ko, ako dapat ang bigyan ng love. Ako dapat ang inuuna at inaasikaso. Ako dapat ang iniintindi dahil ako ang nasa wheelchair. I am so depressed at ang mga anak ko ang naging punching bag ko. I heard a lot of people around me, especially my loved ones, including my father, lalo na ang mga anak ko. Nakalimutan ko magpakaina sa kanila dahil sa awa ko sa sarili ko. I reject people na alam ko in need of spiritual help and advice. Kasi sabi ko, wala nang lugar sa puso ko ang problema ng iba. Kasi ako nga may problema at pilay pa. Ayaw kong makarinig ng problema ng iba. I became the worst person na ayaw mong makasama during the lockdown noong pandemic. But my daughters stayed and lovingly understand my situation. I thank God dahil sila ang mga naging anak ko. Inintindi nila ako during my krung days, my crazy days. After the lockdown, my auntie gave me a book, Purpose-Driven Life. I started talking to God again. Sabi ko, Lord, nakabitiw ako sa iyo. Please, wag mo akong bibitawan. Tinatanong ko siya, ano ang purpose ko? I am a sinful person, bakit binuhay mo pa ako? In Jeremiah 29:13, you will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. Few days of reading the book, I gain my strength na mag-self-therapy para makalakad ako ulit. Started going out with my cousin and auntie who are my spiritual warriors during those times. I started receiving strength from God. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, nakapaglakad ako ulit. I thought tapos na ang trials ko, pero hindi pa po pala. I heard the news from Richard na ubos na pala ang 6 villas na pinaupa namin, and we are facing charges sa mga bounce checks. Umalis ang tenants namin nang hindi nakapagbayad ng rent during pandemic. One by one, we are selling our acquired assets sa province. Hindi niya rin namin naituloy ang amortization ng mga condo units sa Manila. It is a heartbreaking process that I need to go through. God is removing the idols in my life to make me realize again na wala mo sa material na bagay ang security ko. He needs to empty my heart and life with material things so I can depend on our Heavenly God again. I decided to go back to Dubai to help Richard working at makapag-start ulit from scratch. Here is the most humbling experience I need to face. Tumira sa isang villa as tenant na dating ako ang nagpaparent. In my heart, sabi ko, mababawi ko pa. But God has a better plan. He again put me in a situation where I need to let go of what I am gripping and holding tight on my hand so I can receive His better blessing. I keep resisting kasi gusto ko mag-start ulit sa villa na yon. I wanted to wait for another chance, pero may ibang plan talaga si Lord. Dito sa Sharjah na ako binigyan ng work. Hindi ko kinaya ang everyday travel, so we decided to move here in Sharjah. The process of purifying my soul is like a burning fire. Masakit at nakakatunaw. There are times na wala akong papasahe papasok ng trabaho. Maraming times na uubusan na rin ng pambili ng drinking water. May mga times na kailangan umutang sa grocery para may mailuto. Ang pinakas masakit sa lahat ay yung hindi mo ma-afford pag-aralin ang mga anak sa totoong school. All of them are homeschooled. It took me a while to accept everything and to humble myself before the Lord. Gradually, binalik ni Lord ang humility and simplicity sa puso ko, being grateful to small things again, where we can simply nagagawa na namin pagtawanan kapag kailangan na namin maghanap ng coins para may maibang bili. God bless us with a beautiful park in front of our house where we can simply sit and amaze on God's creation habang kumakain ng shawarma. In Philippians chapter 4 verse 11, I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am. June 2024, iniwan na naman kami ng may-ari ng flat and we couldn't find a place na maayos. We are forced to vacate the flat kasi wala ng sewa. Again, seeing my children in a room uncomfortably sleeping sa floor, I cannot help but cry. I turn to God again, asking for strength. The next day sa work, God sent an angel and answered my prayer. After sending an email sa engineer ng business client namin, bigla po siya nagbigay ng invitation to attend their church. First, second, and third invitation we denied. Fourth Friday, kung kailan po hindi ako tinawag ni engineer, saka po kami naka-attend because of a very strong force. Siguro pinag-pray kami ng buong church. I also recognize that the evil wants to hinder the spiritual blessings that I'm about to receive. Doon po namin nakilala ng personal si Engineer Pastor Mike at ang Health Church family. We found a loving family in this church. Ramdam namin ang presence ni Lord sa bawat buhay ng kapatiran ng church na ito. Hindi na kami bumitiw at hindi na bibitiw pa. I know in my heart that it was an answered prayer. Sa family church na ito kami nakakilala kay Lord through Bible studies. The peace and joy that we have right now ay hindi ko ipagpapalit sa extravagant life na meron ako noon. First attempt, nakuha namin ang flat under our name. Second attempt, nakabili kami ng washing machine. Third attempt, refrigerator naman. Fourth attempt, stove. Fifth, aircon. Sixth attempt, increase ng salary ko. Sa bawat salita ng Diyos na napupulot namin sa mga turo sa Bible ni Pastor at ng mga deacons every Friday, may naaayos sa buhay ko, namin ng pamilya ko. Hindi lang material na bagay, kung hindi mas higit pa. Alam kong marami pang ituturo ang Diyos sa akin. And yes, I found the answer in my question, ano ang purpose ko? And that is, makilala ang Diyos, obey Him, at mas mahalin pa si Lord with all my heart and soul. In Psalm 34, verse 8 and 10, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in Him. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. All glory and honor belongs to our mighty